All right, today we're on Glencoe Course 1. We are in Chapter 4. We are doing Lesson 8, Dividing Mixed Numbers. I already have a heading on my page, so go ahead, take a second, and get a heading on yours. Remember that when we have mixed numbers, it's just another way of writing an improper fraction. You have to understand that because we're going to be using that skill today in order to divide the mixed numbers. I'm on page 326, that's where our examples begin. And I'm going to start at the top with example 1. I have 1 3/4 divided by 2/5. Okay, now the way to do this, the easiest way to do this, is going to be to convert your mixed numbers into improper fractions. And then we're going to follow our stop, drop, and roll mnemonic, or whatever you want to call it, to then multiply by the reciprocal of the divisor. Okay, I'm going to use my estimation techniques first to see about what my answer should be. 1 3/4 would round to the whole number 2, and 2/5 is pretty close to a half. Well, 2 divided by a half would be the same as 2 times 2 over 1 gives me 4. My answer should be about 4 by the time I'm done. All right, remember, to go from a mixed number to an improper fraction, we're going to multiply our denominator times our whole number. So 4 times 1 is 4. And then we're going to add our numerator, 7. And remember, the denominator always stays the same. So I have 7/4 times, I'm going to find the reciprocal of 2/5, 5 over 2. There's no cross simplifying that I can do here. So I'm going to multiply straight across, numerator times numerator. 7 times 5 is 35. 4 times 2 is 8. And then again, I'm going to have to go out to the side to turn this back into a mixed number. I'm just going to do this in the margin over here. 35 divided by 8. 8 times 4 is 32. Subtract, I get 3 over 8. So my answer is 4 3/8. Compare that to my initial estimate of 4. That's close enough. All right, example 2. 3 3/4 divided by 4/5. Again, I'm going to use my estimate. 4 divided by 1 is just going to be 4. My answer better be close to 4. Okay, turn this into an improper fraction. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. My denominator is still 4. Division becomes multiplication, and I find the reciprocal of 4/5, which is 5 over 4. Again, there's no cross simplifying here that I can do. 15 times 5 be 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. That's in your planner if you can't count by 15s. 4 times 4 is 16. So again, I have to convert back. I'm guessing, though, because my estimate's 4, that it's going to be about 4. Let's figure out what 16 times 4 is. I'm going to use my doubling and having... No, I'll do it the regular way. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So I've got 64. Yeah, I probably can't get any closer than that. So my long division, 75 divided by 16. If I put a 4 up here, I'm going to subtract 64. I get 11 over 16 is my answer. 4 11/16, which again is pretty close to my estimate. All right, whoever is there with you today is going to pause this video so that you can do problems A, B, and C. A is 2 3/8 divided by 1/4. B is 2 1/2 divided by 3/7. And C is 5 5/8 divided by 3/4. So go ahead and pause, do these problems, and then we can come back for the answers live in class today, since I'll be there with you virtually. All right, moving on to example 3. I'm going to be dividing by a mixed number this time. So both numbers are going to be mixed numbers. Example 3 is 5.5 divided by 2.5. I'm going to estimate 5.5 would round to 6. 2.5 would round to 3. 6 divided by 3 is just 2. So hopefully my answer is going to be somewhere in the ballpark of 2. All right, this time I'm going to do this a little bit differently. I'm going to convert it, I'm going to rewrite it, and then I'm going to stop, drop, and roll, just because I don't want to accidentally miss a mistake by doing too much at once here. Okay, 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 1 is 11. So here we have 11 over 2. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. So I have 5 over 2. Then I'll come down here and stop, drop, and roll. 11 over 2 is going to stay the same. Division turns to multiplication. I need to flip 5 over 2 to get 2 over 5. I see some cross canceling. 2 and 2 can both cross simplify into 1s. Multiply across. 11 times 1 is 11. 1 times 5 is 5. Again, I have to do that little long division problem over here. 5 goes into 11 twice. Subtract 10. You get 1/2 as your remainder. So 11/5 is 2.5. Again, comparing to my estimate of 2, I'm pretty close, so I know I'm okay. All right, we're going to try this. We got D, we got E, and we've got F. D is 4 1/5 divided by 2 1/3. 8 is, E is 8 divided by 2.5. And F is 1 5/9 divided by 2 1/3. Sorry guys, my dog is barking today for whatever reason. I don't know. All right. Pause the video, do those 3 problems. Let me know if you need some help. Again, I'll be there with you virtually, and then we will go over these answers together. Okay, example 5. Application. It says the average adult male panda weighs about 1.5 times as much as the average adult female. If the average weight of a male panda is 330 pounds, about how much does the average female giant panda weigh? This is a division problem. I'm going to take the weight of the gorilla, 330 pounds, and I'm going to divide this by 1 1/5, which is what they tell me the multiplication difference is. Same thing. Now, 330, add that magical 1, right? So I have a denominator and I don't get confused. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So this just turned into 6 over 5. I'm going to turn division into multiplication. I'm going to invert 6 over 5, so now I have 5 over 6. 330 is even, so I can divide that. I'm not sure if you guys can divide that in your head, though. So you know what? Let's just multiply across here, and then we will simplify. Okay, 330 divided by 5. You get 0, 15, carry the 1, 15 plus 1 is 16. So I have 1,650 over 6. And I'm just going to go and do some long division off to the side. Okay. 1650 divided by 6. 6 goes into 16 twice, which is 12. Subtract to get 4, bring down your 5. 6 goes into 45 7 times, which is 42. Subtract, I get a 3, bring down my 0. And 6 goes into 30 exactly 5 times, right? So my question was about how much does the average female... Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't realize that cut off a little bit. I apologize. There you go. In case you need to get that down. I get 275, and the question was how much does she weigh? That would be in pounds. All right, go ahead, finish up any notes or catch up anything that you need to. You can rewind the video if you need to. Make sure you have all this down, and then we'll do some example problems together as a class.